even see the store is pancho and everything is good. The materials that are there, and that is the nature we need. And they just start talking trashes that, oh, whenever I'm not having any kind of a problem to understand this is what should be or how it's gonna be, because we are together and we have to make it happen. The boys, they're here and everything is just a puncture at this kind of the site, and they have to continue, because no much a person can tell me that, oh, Gintu, don't access this kind of the land, don't do this one, don't do this one. That is quacks of the highest order. I'm not interested with that one. So the good fact is that there's a my sugar cane here that I always pass to make sure that everything is so fantastic. I know this is their land. I don't have any problem because I'm following the channel and I have to access where I want to go to make sure that everything is very fantastic at this kind of the rate of the moment. So we are coming to that one. I know you are putting it this way. So the problem is one. So I want to understand from you first. I think you understand English. Do you understand English? Yeah. So I want to understand. Guys, today it's one-on-one here. And I've got the father to Ernesto, which is the father to the guy who has just owned much of the land here. The father is telling us that he has put the signature 2 times in the plot of the son. The problem is one. Why aren't you selling? Mbona wa hauzi, lakini unataka yeye auze? I'm asking about why is he not selling but telling the son to sell?
Niweke nisipoweka
atauza. Lakini usipoweka sasa atauza aje?
Atauza. Kuna wenye mara ya kwanza nilikataa, akaenda akawekewa.
Mara ya pili umeweka.
Mara ya pili nimeona waacha.
Lakini sulienda ukafukuzwa huko. Mbona walikufukuza kutoka kwa vile? Guys, I'm asking about why was this chased out of the villa? Mbona ulifukuzwa?
Hata hata huyu alikuja hapa.
Nani?
Sini huyu mlimi. Alinitusi vibaya sana.
Alikutusi.
Paka nikasikia roho yangu ole wake.
So, but the problem is one. So he's talking about the guy came here and just abused him here and there. And he's just feeling so pathetically that this is my son who is just abusing me here and there. But the problem I'm having is one. Mbona wewe haukuuza plot yako? Lakini yeye anauza. Ni nini mbaya?
Mimi sijui.
Sasa aliuza afanye nini?
Nimeona amenunua pikipiki.
Ya sport motorbike. Asa anafanya boda ama?
Hata sijui.
That go like the way he is and come back where you is like this one. So whenever I see the nkoroki picha byao, we mahe wansa photo tape. Guys, you know I'm not lying. That is the fact. Let me show you something here. Let me show you, because even Matiko is here to know. This is the fact. Nkoroki. Because guys, I have him here. Sijui kama nilieka hapa kwa hii shot. Moja akia Mungu mahu. I want to show yourself. We Roger. Guys, Matiko is here. Look at him. And here he is. Angalia. Huyu si ni wewe. Lakini kuihamino. This is you. Guys, it's a very big change. And I'm telling you, look at this picture. Look at him. Talk about, we have the brother to Ernesto. I'm in the middle. Talk about the other guy. So he is the one. He's changed, but the head is there. But the problem is the body now. So, bro, what were you eating? You cannot eat beans and this way. Ugali maharagwe. Guys, it is ugali and beans. Do you trust it? Nyama? Nyama iko. Maziwa. Hakuna maziwa? No milk. Vitamin? Sindano. Injection of vitaminity. Iyo lazima Iyo lazima. I understand. That is now the fact. Sasa unajisikia uko fit?
Niko fit.
Sasa unataka kujihusisha na nini? Tuambie tu live. What do you want to do?
Mimi nikiona mtu anaweza kunisupport aninulie tu hata pikipiki.
Pikipiki.
Nika change life. Yeah.
Sasa hello beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back to this kind of the section, and we're going to be tackling much of the matters involving the land grab and the Gazas that are going to be coming out at this kind of the position. It's one-on-one live coverage coming with It's_Gintu back again to reveal what's really happening at the grassroots of today, because we have been having wars, we have been having fights between the brothers and sisters, talk about the children engaging in such kind of the sarcasm of the tragedy where is the village evolving up to, and where is everything just running up to. And this is the road of problems that we're going to be encountering today to understand why is it bringing much of the shenanigans, telenovela, and the Hubakooks of the day. We want to cook internal of it and also dive in this kind of the matter to understand where are we coming from and where we are going from here, because the saga is long. Guys, this is the corner of the problems here, and this was the corner that was bringing much of the shenanigans. I'll talk about it from that far end, and you can just see this is the way that are just coming, accessing this kind of the point at this kind of the value. So the corner is becoming a problem whenever they're going to be coming from that kind of an area. It's going to be having a sharp corner of trucks. So the trucks are having much of the problems to cut at this kind of the way. So what was been the problem, and how was the matter handled whenever we heard about the much of the fights that are taking over from this kind of the village? Today we are here to assessment. We are here to analytify. We are here to understand where, what, how should it be evolved to make sure that we are just handling this kind of the matter once and for all. And we're going to be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. And this is the land grab, Saga, and Hubakooks of the day. Here just you can just see this was talk about the avocado tree that was just cut with no engagement from both parties here, that was bringing much of the shenanigans. But the trucks here are making some of the channels here. But this is the way we understand whenever we have. So this kind of the avocado tree was becoming a problem, and you heard about it. They were talking about it. We're going to be having a much of the problems here and there. But we are just cooking on it. We understand where is it coming from and where this kind of the hula baloos are starting from. And these are just the two plots that are just separated here, and they are just not understanding themselves at this kind of the rate. But we're gonna be getting to it to understand where are we just moving from and to. Hey, here we have very good marination here, very fantastic. Hey, 1 minute, man, get away. Exactly. So this is the way of forward, and we have to get forward. I have my brother here. How are you, man? Everything is good.
Everything is good.
How?
Yeah.
Get it here, man. 5. Wagwan.
Yeah,
everything is good, bro.
Zachary, yeah.
Zachary. Hey, I understand, man. So you are bricking, eh?
Yeah, I'm
so I like how the bricks are just coming out.
Yeah.
So what I like from you is that you are just making it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to work, eh?
You
exactly.
Have to work, because you know there is people.
But right now we have 2, 3.
Even me, they chase me away.
From where?
From down there, bro.
You're not employed.
Yeah.
Why were you not employed, man? And they have just bought from your brother. So this is the brother to Ernesto, and is the one is just making sure they're going to be working on himself here to have this kind of the living coming out. I understand this kind of the strategy is always there. Much of the people should evolve in terms of this one. So, bro, I have a question here. Huh? I have a simple question.
Okay.
Because the person who sold the land was your brother. Yeah? And have you ever talked to him as brothers, that because you are the one who is the second big brother?
Yeah, I have talked to him, but he's not understanding me.
He's not understanding.
Yeah.
So already right now.
When I just start to talk with her, she told me she can't understand me.
He cannot understand you.
Yeah.
So that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
So right now, is he doing a motorbike? Is it doing the boda?
I don't know, bro. I can't follow.
We cannot follow him to understand what's he doing, because he has decided to go away for himself.
Because even me, she told me that.
So right now, the problem is one. So the problem is one. So why were you not given the work there?
I don't know, bro.
So you went for a work and you are told?
Marwa himself
told you?
She told me, don't come back here again. Because she pay people small money, bro.
Small money?
Yeah. You know.
Tata, mambo vipi? Akia Mungu wa asire. Oh, so guys, I have the father here, bro.
Yeah.
That's the work to go. Where jipambanie, si ndio mra?
Okay.
Pambana hivyo. Guys, I like this kind of the work people admit to themselves here. I have now, and today you are here, guys. One-on-one. It has been a long time without you, my friend. How are you?
I'm fine.
Everything is good.
Yeah.
I've recognized your presence. So today, why always in the morning already wangonyo?
Mura.
What is the problem? You what? In English?
No.
In Swahili? Acha niambie.
Mimi, wewe ni kijana wangu.
Ndio.
Na nakupenda sana.
Safi.
Jana tulikuwa na Muhono. Nilipomuona nilifikiri ni wewe. Nikamuita Muhono. Na nikamuita Gintu. Kasi akaniangalia akasema tata John. Mimi sio Gintu.
Ndio. Sasa kuko namna gani? Bwana sasa wao.
Nina njaa bwana.
Jana ili hali umetoka kwa wazee.
Mura hano nago tebe taoranyi gwe.
Ngono ndio mulimi ni garante hivi garasi wa mbuyo ore ku musuko.
Akia mama hata.
Kwa mkongena na ho warengi.
Mbaba kabisa ngo.
Lakini ndego warucha neyo ganto. Kwana yo sokirikale.
Sikupewa hata senti 5. Mura bona.
Nani aliyeka signature?
Ulisa hata huyu.
Nani aliyeka signature?
Ni mimi lakini sikupewa.
Sasa
hata kema.
Sasa uliaka aje signature bila kupatiwa hata kashiringi?
Gintu mimi nilisikia uchungu sana.
Kwa nini?
Sababu nimemwekea signature mara ngapi? Mara mbili. Na hajawahi kunipea hata senti siku moja. Lakini
sasa shida ni moja. Kwa hivyo ni ukumushauri araguli.
Hakuna.
Nukumushauri araguli.
Hakuna.
Sasa guys, I'm just entitling my video today. Nuku understand ore. So guys, I'm just no problem. We are coming to that one. I know you are putting this way. So the problem is one. So I want to understand from you first. I think you understand English. Do you understand English? So I want to understand. Guys, today it's one-on-one here. And I've got the father to Ernesto, which is the father to the guy who has just owned much of the land here. The father is telling us that he has put the signature 2 times in the plot of the son. The problem is one. Why aren't you selling? Mbona wewe hauzi, lakini wewe unataka yeye auze? I'm asking about why is he not selling but telling the son to sell?
Niweke nisipoweka
atauza. Lakini usipoweka sasa atauza aje?
Atauza kuna wenye mara ya kwanza nilikataa. Akaenda akawekewa.
Mara ya pili umeweka.
Mara ya pili nimeona waacha.
Lakini si ulienda ukafukuzwa huko. Mbona walikufukuza kutoka kwa vile? Guys, I'm asking about why was he chased out of the villa? Mbona ulifukuzwa?
Hata Mura. Hata huyu alikuja hapa.
Nani?
Sini huyu mlimi. Alinitusi vibaya sana.
Alikutusi.
Paka nikasikia roho yangu ole wake.
So but the problem is one. So he's talking about the guy came here and just abused him here and there, and he's just feeling so pathetically that this is my son who is just abusing me here and there. But the problem I'm having is one. Mbona wewe haukuuza plot yako? Lakini yeye anauza. Ni nini mbaya?
Mimi sijui.
Sasa aliuza afanyie nini?
Nimeona amenunua pikipiki.
Ya sport motorbike. Asa anafanya boda ama?
Hata sijui. Daddy, omaenu hata nigure nimekusikia wewe, nimetoka.
I understand. So guys, the program here is just running. I wanted to understand why are these kind of the boys right now selling much of the plots, because I don't know which kind of the nature is it, and I want to gonna be having much of the advices to much of the people here and there to understand that sometimes we have the legacy, we have to prevail with our own dignity of if the father never sold the land, what about now the son is coming to sell the land? That's where the question mark is coming from, and what is making them to sell much of the lands, and also to like money. Imagine selling for a motorbike. I have that, it's just a 50 by 100. Aliuza shilingi ngapi?
Nasikia ni 20,000 na
20,000
250,000
or 250,000. Akanunua pikipiki ya 150,000. Alafu akapatiwa 70,000.
70.
Akapatiwa 100,000.
Alafu wacha nikwambie.
Sasa niambie.
Mimi ni wakina hao wanafanya hivi. Huyu
the brother.
Leo ameniambia nikiwa hapo nimesimama. Kaniambia wale watu ni watu hovyo kabisa.
Ni watu hovyo. Hao ni akina nani?
Si ni jamii hii unaifahamu.
Hiyo jamii. Maro family. So the problem is one. Sawa, now you have admitted after buying the plot already, you are saying they're pathetic. They don't want to see development of other people. So the fact is one, sasa kwa saa hii vijana wako wamepata kazi huko ama hakuna?
Hakuna.
I'm asking about if they have been employed there to do much of the work. We have heard the brother is talking about going to be doing much of the bricks here.
Hata yeye alisema huyu akasema kuwa anaenda kule. Yani wanawaona kama ni watu tu.
So
wanapembeleza na hakuna kazi.
So they are talking about here they have a problem. Even if they are going to ask for a job, they are not given because already the father had terminated it. So question moja nataka nikuulize. Juzi mlikuwa na mapigano hapa, ilikuwa ya nini? Yesterday we had much of the fight here, talk about the family of Maro and the family here. Ilikuwa ni ya nini?
Hakuna.
Haukuona?
Hakuna. Alafu
ulisema haukuwa.
Nilikuwa lakini sikuona.
Haukuona.
Leo nimeambia huyu, nikamwambia kama ni hivyo, hii njia ifanye nini? Ifungwe.
Ifungwe kwa nini na iko? Na njia iko wapi? Permanent.
Hii njia nilinunua mpaka kule.
Wewe ndio ulinunua?
Kwa pesa zangu, ulisa huyu.
So he's talking about this kind of the highway here. He is the one who bought this kind of the road. And already it's being accessed and they are just using this kind of the road here. So whatever he's just talking about, you're going to be closing the road. I want to understand it keenly and internally. And already they have sold the land. And you have, acha nikuuliza kitu moja.
Niulize.
Wewe ukiuzia mtu plot, if you sell to somebody a plot, you have to give him a road. Sasa ukiuzia mtu plot unampatia njia. Sasa njia ya kwenda kwao ni wapi?
Lakini hii njia nilinunua ya kuja kwangu.
Sasa haya swali ni moja. Yes, shida ilikuwa wapi?
Ileta shida. Tulikuwa tunapita hivi.
So you are passing through there's a house that Chef Matiko built here.
Akakataa.
Nani akakataa?
Mzee yule.
Mr. Joseph akakataa.
Nikarudi nikamwambia basi waacha nifanye nini? Ninunue hii.
Ukanunua hii. So he bought this kind of a highway here. Mchuhanutuma. So this is the road, guys, that's just bringing much of the problem. We have to understand where is it this kind of the fights are coming from. Is it from this side is becoming a problem, or which kind of the side is becoming a problem? Because this is the highway we are talking about, under the avocado tree that brought much of the chaos here, talking about much of the brothers going to be fighting here, talk about Mogezi's fathers here. So the fact is one. So hii njia wewe ndio ulinunua?
Nilinunua
cash money.
Hata tukaenda advocate tukaandikiana.
Mukaandikiana. Sasa sahi, because he's talking about even they went to an advocate to understand this kind of the road that Mwango is using right now. It's here going to his own villa, which is called the D site or the D villa there, and we want to understand it aesthetically from the grassroots, so you can just understand where is the problems critically, because I can solve it once and for all, and it can just be that way, because it's not a matter that you are this side, you are this side. No, I can handle it with a much of the integral intellectual vibrance of the way. So the good fact is sasa bado umenunua. Sasa sahi ni mzozo inatokana na wapi?
Mzozo. Hii nilinunua njia. Sasa nashangaa huyu mzee tena ameanza kunisumbua kuhusu hii njia. Na ni njia yangu. Si unaona hata makonge? Ni njia yangu.
So anakusumbua aje?
Kama huyu alikuwa anapitisha hizi matipa. Akasema alikuja akatuambia kwa nini anapita hapa. Sasa tena ananidai mimi.
So the fact is for the good fact that I'm just hearing here, it's still having the matter of a home matters here, and I think they're going to be solving them on themselves, because they're talking about the road he bought himself, and the brother is refusing that this kind of the road it doesn't exist here. And the fact is it's because sometimes in the village you have some of a diminished way of talking about whenever you have a road and you have access that okay, Mr. John here doesn't have a car, he doesn't have a motorbike here, so they know that it's just a footpath road. So alinunua kijua ni ya miguu. Sasa ameenda kuangalia sasa ni tipa zinapita na shangaa huku kunaenda namna gani.
Lakini vile nilinunua ni vile hata sinapita.
Okay, it's the way they are just passing. Exactly. So na hii mti talk about avocado tree. There's avocado tree here that had a problem. Na avocado tree nini kilitendeka tena?
Si unaona haingii kwa avocado.
Haingii.
Haingii.
Nani alikata?
Ni yeye tena aliuza. Aliuzia huyu Maro. Maro akaja akakata.
Oh, aliuzia Maro.
Hey.
So yeye mwenyewe.
Hey.
So there's a talk about they're just intercepting themselves inside here and now bringing much of the shenanigans to the environment here. So kwa kuona vile iko Sasa nyinyi ni wazee. I'm talking about their fathers right now. They have much of the children here. And whenever you are now fighting as brothers. So do you think that it is something that you are entitling to the young boys here to see, or it's becoming a problem? Sasa tunataka kujua sasa kama nyinyi wazee sahi sasa mkitaka kupigana. Na sasa vijana wenu watafanya aje sasa?
Sokoro, mimi hatupigani. Mimi hata sina shida yoyote. Ila hii njia, mimi vile yeye.
Lakini umepatia Maro watumie njia.
Nilimpatia.
So umewapatia watumie njia. That's what I was needing, guys, to understand that are they given the road or they have intruded into the road. And the good fact is, if you sell a land, and not that I'm just defending one party or the other party, that is the fact. If you sell a land, even if the land is somewhere and you sell the land, you have to give out the road. That is the integral value, and that is there. You have to give them a road. How will they access? Because they have bought from you the land. And also, if you can talk about he has not buy from you, hata kama hakununua kwako, lakini kijana wako ungempatia njia. Ni ukweli ama ni uongo?
Ni ukweli.
Ukweli. So he could give the firstborn the road to access his home. So the fact is that the road that he could access the home, it's the same road that he could access. And this is the road. And this is where I was talking about. I want to understand the legal thing that is coming out from Mr. John himself. Now the road is good to go. There's no much of shenanigans and telenovela. So whatever I'm just hearing from the background here, it's gonna be solved down and gonna be diminished with an immediate effect. It's because of the way we can talk about they're having a legacy that talk about the Congress. Sometimes it was coming out and luring much of the people and treating them like trashes. That's the time that they are coming out to talk about, no, it should not happen this way because of A, B, C, and D. So the good fact is everything is assessmented and everything is going good. So kila kitu iko sawa.
Wacha nikwambie daddy. Hii njia inapita mpaka mtoni.
Exactly.
Ni yangu.
Yeah, I know.
Na nilipeana kuanzia hapa ndipo nilinunua. Lakini tukaenda hapo.
Sasa wewe wakati mlikuwa mnaparua ploti kwenu, wewe ulipata njia gani?
Mimi njia si kupewa.
Au kupewa njia?
Baba alisema, lakini unajua kuna wengine ambao hawajui. Baba alisema usije kufungia mtu njia. Na mimi siwezi fungia mtu njia. Inaenda mpaka mtoni ni ploti yangu.
Exactly. So I have understood it. So the talk about the ancestral father, talk about his father was talking about everybody should access the road because they are brothers, and that is the brotherhood we are talking about, and that is the real fact I want to talk about. Right, this kind of the time already we have just understood that already. Sasa kitu moja nilikuwa nauliza ya mwisho. Sasa kama uliamuri yaka signature, si ndio? Kijana wako kauza ploti. Sasa tena unamdai ama yeye ako sawa? Yeye ako sawa.
Yeye. Mimi nilimuuliza.
Na umekubaliana na kina Maro waishi kwa shamba yenye ulipatiana. Ndio hiyo tu nataka niulize hiyo tu.
Mimi nilimuuliza. Umeamua kuuza ploti.
Akasema?
Akasema
Thank you. That is it. So that was the point we are just waiting for.
Nikafanya nini? Nikamwekea nikamwambia usije kuniuliza kuhusu ploti. Nilikupea ploti yako. Ndio hii unauza, unamaliza. Usije kuniuliza mimi.
We have understood. So he's talking about he just gave the plot out. Whatever you want to do with it, it is yours. So if you want to sell it, sell it. If you want to cultivate, cultivate. It doesn't have much of the mandatory because he has given you the plot. It doesn't have the mandatory again to talk about this is what you should do in that kind of the plot. So already he just given out. But the problem is the problem of the village is liquor. Much of the young boys are just engaging in liquor. Nini unaona kinasababisha hii maneno yote? Ni ugomvi tuwaseme ni pombe ama ni nini inasababisha?
Yule ni pombe.
Ni pombe. So it's liquor. So tunaweza sema akina Maro walichukua advantage ya pombe ama waliuziana vile inafaa?
Mimi naona waliuziana.
Ni haraka mbele. Oyo no haraka mbele go. Sawa, no problem.
Urembe.
So everything is fantastic. I understand. So the good fact, guys, that we have the little way of getting forward, and we understand what's really coming out at this kind of the site. Already, I'm just being informed from this kind of the pathway that we have much of the chaotic that already I'm told that this kind of the young boy that if you're gonna be getting wherever Gintu is, gonna be doing much of the terrible mistake and talking about gonna be hinging me east, west, and south. But that is a little failure that they don't understand at themselves, because Kintu is something else. And today I'm covering much of the assessments of this kind of the village one-on-one live to understand where is the program running from and to. And this is just the beginning. Keep it tuned. Safi. Guys, I'm still having much of hey, how are you? Hey, children with the firewood here. This is the nature, the village nature. So guys, I'm moving to understand the real fact. Where is it coming from and where everything is just getting to? Because we are on the street to understand, to assessment, and make it happen. Because we are we shall be we, and we have to go forward. I've heard that Mwango is just setting the boys here to talk about they're gonna be hitting into, but what they don't understand is we are something else, and let them try their best, because here we have to cover it up, because everything should be accessed and assessed with an immediate effect. That is the little thing that we're going to be having at the grassroots here, to make sure that everything is getting forward and very, very fantastic at this kind of the route. So I'm just accessing to go to Matiko's home to understand if he came, and if he came, we want to understand where is really coming from, because wewe mambo iko chonjo safi. So this is the land, guys, and there's a time I passed through here and everything was so awesome here, to understand it and to make sure that everything is just accessed very much fine, because I've heard that they need to they talk about even I gave them Gashagwa. Do you understand Gashagwa? Where Gashagwa? Gashagwa is here. He's the one who is breathing the toilet here, and everything is fantastic. You can even see the store is pancho and everything is good. The materials that are there, and that is the nature we need. And they just start talking trashes that, oh, whenever I'm not having any kind of a problem to understand this is what should be or how it's gonna be, because we are together and we have to make it happen. The boys, they're here and everything is just a punctual this kind of the site, and they have to continue, because no much a person can tell me that, oh, Gintu, don't access this kind of the land, don't do this one, don't do this one. That is quacks of the highest order. I'm not interested with that one. So the good fact is that there's my sugar cane here that I always pass to make sure that everything is so fantastic. I know this is their land. I don't have any problem, because I'm following the channel and I have to access where I want to go to make sure that everything is very fantastic at this kind of the rate of the moment. So this is the way forward. Hey, already they have made a way. Hello, Korobot. So already the land is gonna be talk about the fence gonna be placed here, and this is very awesome. This is very awesome here. So I'm just accessing to understand what's really following the panel, because I'm just going to come out from Ernesto's land. So this is the whole land that they has all sell, and this is the fact, guys, from the upper section where the construction is until this section he has already sold everything. So this is where the brother to Ernesto, who is the second born, who have just stocked to at home, you're gonna be starting from here towards the river down there. So already things are just getting worse, and he has already sold everything. And the father has talked about it's liquor, and they're just using liquor to lure the boys, and also losing liquor to talk about Gintu gonna be done something terrible. Let them try, because I'm always available, and they're gonna be checking who is the real G, and they're gonna be knowing that things are just getting worse whenever you just talk about, and this is the plot for another boy, to make sure that everything's so good. So I was asking about why is the father never sold the land? The father never did anything to sell the land. But why are the boys coming to sell the land? And the father talked about this is how the mystery is, and we have to follow the channel and we understand. And I wanted to understand that why are they fighting? Because there was a very big fight that came and evolved at there, and much of the people were hit like Cherokee drums. So I wanted to understand it so as I can just rate it and know why and how everything is just moving. So here in the village, everything is fantastic. So we are now coming to have this kind of the section here and to make sure that everything is fantastic. Oh, we have this kind of the mongooses here coming to it. So this is Ernesto's fish pond. So it's just from the upper section coming to this kind of the lower. So you can even see how the village looks like right now from this kind of the far end point. Here we are, and this is how the things are just moving at this kind of the squash of a moment. So this is how the things are just moving. So we have to pass. I heard much of the people talking about, oh, Gintu is stalking. I'm stalking my foot. I'm not stalking, I'm understanding, because I want to elevate much of the people to know, did the land be bought gently good, or they used illegal ways of purchasing the lands? That is what I always talk about, because I don't stalk on anyone. Maro has nothing to offer me right now. That is the real fact. So we have to go forward. This is the compound here. I'm not interested with it. So the fact is we have to understand, we have to know, where are we moving from? Where are we moving to? So as you can know, the way of the young boys, where are we going? But what they don't want is to know that we are elevating, we are awarenizing this kind of the young boys to do with things that are good, that a person can talk about. Yeah, this kind of the guy has done this, has done that, so they can just understand it properly. But they think about everybody should be lured with money, everybody should be placed in a way that, oh, Gintu should not speak, or the other people should not speak. That is awkwardicity of the time, and for that one, they have a long way to go with Gintu. Exactly. Wow. So the question I'm always asking is it a failure? We are making sure that we are putting the knowledge to the young boys who have lost the control. Is it a mistake we are putting whenever we say that this is the way forward and this is not the way forward? They think about every time whenever they say that, oh, we want to buy a land, we want to be doing this one, everybody should be cheering them to be like a cheering squad. That is stupidity of the highest order. So whenever the G is onto the vibe, we have to discover, analyze, understand, and we know what's really covering up and what's really popping out at that kind of the way and the way forward. So yesterday I came to check on Matiko's home to understand what's really popping out. You can hear about, I saw yesterday at the video that Matiko right now, he has even, Matiko now is having a stomach. The stomach is stomaching, man. So I think Matiko right now is looking like a boss. And Arihabu is a very fantastic area. I think they're eating so meticulous, eh? So that is the fact. So I want to check on the family to understand, is it going on good? And also, yesterday I purchased a mattress and a bed for the young boy who is called Godi. And I want to know, how is it probably? Because the young boy, he might be mistreated. And I know he might be humiliated because I bought brand new things. Talk about blankets, talk about duvets, talk about bed sheets. So they're going to be taking advantage of the youngness. I'm now accessing the home here to understand what's really popping out and understanding the real vibe of the day. So guys, keep it tuned. Still we are on it to understand, to assess and understand the program how it is. So that's how the village is looking like right now. So I'm at the top side of the area. It's called Nyamwini Zone, and much of the people are going to be calling it Nyabuhanse. No, it's called Kibranga Nyamwini Zone here. Exactly. Mr. Nyangoko, mambo iko namna gani? Ndoche nkuhurore. Mambo uko poa? Mambo iko chonjo? Asante sana. Hurore. Exactly. Guys, I've reached here. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. Let me check on what is next. Popping out right now. This time around. Arachiri. Here. Exactly. Want to get him right. Guys, back again. The camera went off because of due to unconditional circumstances here. So I'm just back home. So, hey, Mr. Matiko. Yes. Pono sasa? Yeah. Guys, I'm still wondering here because everything is so fantastic. I'm just telling the dad here that now you're gonna be the next person, because if you're gonna go like the way he is and come back where you is like this one. So whenever I see the we might have once a photo tape. Guys, you know I'm not lying. That is the fact. Let me show you something here. Let me show you, because even Matiko is here to know. This is the fact. Because guys, I have him here. Sijui kama niliweka hapa kwa hii shot. Mungu moja akia Mungu mahu. I want to show you yourself. We Roger. Guys, Matiko is here. Look at him. Look at him. And here he is. Oh, angalia. Huyu si ni wewe. Lakini kuihamino. This is you. Guys, it's a very big change. And I'm telling, look at this picture. Look at him. Talk about, we have the brother to Ernesto. I'm in the middle. Talk about the other guy. So he is the one. He's changed, but the head is there. But the problem is the body now. So, bro, what were you eating? Huh? You cannot eat beans and this way. Huh? Ugali maragwe. Yeah. Guys, it is ugali and beans. Do you trust it? Nyama? Nyama iko. Maziwa. Hakuna maziwa? No milk. Vitamin? Sindano. Injection of vitaminity. Iyo lazima Iyo lazima. I understand. That is now the fact. Sasa unajisikia uko fit? Niko fit. Sasa unataka kujihusisha na nini? Tuambie tu live. What do you want to do?
Mimi nikiona mtu anaweza kunisupport aninulie tu hata pikipiki.
Pikipiki.
Change life. Yeah.
Sasa pikipiki na usuri bakisha deni hapa.
Wapi?
Simuzari tuambie uko na deni hapa yenye ulibakisha kidogo hapo Daudi na yako hichi pesa.
Daudi. Deni.
Kanto wante biriga tora yako sora chonsi. Royo mbana nyaga hetere. Oni yako. Oh, nakaburiga nuwe. So bro, the fact is now you are home, Sasa hayuko nyumbani, si ndio? So una feel uko fiti. Jana nilikusurprise kidogo. Nilijua unaingia ama ukudhani sijui. The good fact is I understand that you're going to be coming, and it was a very fantastic way yesterday that I just approached you with much of the surprise, and I think you're going to be using it very fantastic. So bro, sasa mimi kitu naweza kukushauri moja, So umekwama, So he has arrived. I want to give him a little bit of a lecture, a little bit here, to make sure that everything's so good. Sai kukata ni kidogo imeisha. Ami imeisha ama iko kidogo?
Imeisha.
Oh, imeisha? Thank you, Living God here. Everything is so good. So he has just left in terms of liquor. He's now a very resembled person and already changed person, and is now baptized, and is just very awesome right now. So what I'm going to be advising is to make sure that I'm going to be doing something constructive. He's talking about if somebody can just talk about going to be riding a motorbike, so you can just do the border. It could be the very fantastic way. Amoduka. Gani kofiti? Piki. Border. So a border. Talking about you're gonna be riding a border here and there, making sure that you're gonna be collecting small money to keep the child. Godi akoaje? Ameenda shule? Yeah, Godi has gone back to school. Oh, yeah, I understand how the strategy is. And I appreciate the boys who went for him, and also he has come very fantastic. Mlienda na nyango kari kuchukua, si ndio? Ako fiti, si ndio? Mambo iko aital kuruka. So I appreciate this kind of the boys who took this kind of an advantage, and also the signatory guy who just went so as they can just bring Matiko home, and I appreciate for it. So wakatulienda bana, bado sisi tulikuwa bana. Na bado tunaendelea kukua tu pole, tuna support mali tunaweza. Sasa kitu tunaweza kukushauri tukae tu vizuri vile tuko, tuendelee na shughuli, si ndio? Exactly. So the good fact is we have to go forward and make it happen. From this kind of the caliber of the moment I talk about, we appreciate the Almighty giving us this kind of the good time, and he is back home to make sure that we're going to be supporting the family. The family was crying too much and talking about, where is Matiko, man? Where is him? So right today they are just with him here, and I've seen our mom, she's now preparing the kitchen is kitchening inside there. So we're going to be making sure that the food going to be coming like a safari rally. I appreciate for that moment for him to have a little bit of a fair welcome to make sure that you're going to be getting forward to this kind of the good moment. So I appreciate the moment, guys. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. I'm going to be coming with much more to understand where are we moving to, where are we heading to at this kind of the time. I appreciate the people who took the advantage and all the supporters who talked about let's get Matiko home, and also who supported Gintu and supporting also to make sure that Matiko stays and you're going to be having a little bit of something. So if you are there, you are watching this kind of the video, you can say, what do you rate Matiko to do? Is it motorbike riding, or talk about a small shop or something else like a business that you're going to be running at this kind of the moment? You're going to be so fantastic and awesome at this kind of the caliber of the moment. I appreciate, and also give us the comment section. We understand what is really coming out, and if you can support even if it's a small money for orientation. We need him to go for our orientation. You understand how the things are. So we're going to be talking about this is the good moment, so as you can just stay. So thank you very much, Matiko, for your moment, and also keeping it locked, because tomorrow is another day, and today is today, and we have to make it happen. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Gintu here, things gonna be coming to you live, one-on-one. Thank you very much. Sasa mzee, sasa uko sawa? Asante sana Matiko, Asante bro. Sasa uko sawa? Sasa. Today imagine the dad now is laughing. TV? Huh? Oh, TV. Sawa, wacha basi tuangalie, si ndio? Sasa. Aya, 500 shillings. Sasa utanipatia namba yako basi niende nikuwekee, si ndio? Number. Yeah, guys, I want to take the number. The kitchen here is removing smoke like you think it is like a smoking chain here. Everything is fantastic. And una survive yard na hii moshi. The smoke is too much.
Sasa nitafanya. Sio ndio shida ya hapa kweli, shida ya vijijini hapa. Angalia.
Guys, today is today. Aki ya Mungu, and they are using a pot. We're gonna be celebrating today. So we're gonna be taking her number to make sure they're gonna be supporting her in a little bit something that they're gonna be having to make sure they're gonna be acclimatizing themselves and getting forward. Hi, I've recognized your presence. Very fantastic. So guys, I'm going to be ending this kind of the video from this kind of the caliber. Thank you much for you being tuned and also support us so as you can just get forward. We are making a change, and whenever we see this kind of the boys making a change and always reformed, we talk about this is the way forward. Let's make it happen, because today is today, tomorrow going to be another day. So I appreciate the parents. They have welcomed him back home, and they're going to be making sure that everything is getting to the brim point. I appreciate. Keep it tuned. Guys, that is the moment that we have ever been looking for, and I really appreciate this kind of the moment, because already we have Matiko home, and whenever you see Gintu talking about we have Matiko coming, I mean it, that we're gonna be having Matiko coming back home, and that is the way of us to get forward. If we help each other to make sure that we're gonna be talking about if you say this one, we're gonna be acting at it perpendicularly. We're gonna be making it. You can never make it as alone. If you become a team, you're gonna be making it. But the way we have been onto the platform of Nyaboanse, much of the people are going to be talking about because of this is benefiting from this is going to be benefiting from the other side. Talk about if I could have not brought that kind of the bed, if I could not have brought this kind of a mattress there, so where could Matiko sleep? It could be chaos, and I've seen he has changed. He has become like a bull. Very fantastic, and that's very much so the people are just going there to tell us what are they being treated with? So as we can just, people outside there, we are suffocating, and the bodies are becoming like the squatches. And much of the people are becoming bigger and bigger daily. That is the way we have to get forward. And I appreciate the moment that he has reformed, he has changed for much of the things to be covered on. And that is the way forward. I appreciate it. And I say that is the good moment for us to go. So it's Gintu and to the village to make sure they're going to bringing you much of the liquefied much of the things to get it to the front yard of the time. And this is the way forward. Let's get forward and make it happen. And this is the way of going forward. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Everything that you're going to be needing from the village are going to be solving it one-on-one without much of the hesitation. But we have much of the sand harvesting here, and you're going to be bringing much of the drainage system is very bad. Look at even here. It's just breaking right now. This kind of the river is breaking, and it's due to the guy who is here making sure that sand harvesting is done there, which is making and tampering with this kind of the river to have this kind of the way of the cracking. Talk about gully erosion here, which is buffering with this kind of the moment. So guys, I'm gonna be bringing you everything from the grassroots, from everywhere. We just spot to understand how, why, and how everything should be running at this kind of the equivalent moment, and we get forward with it. So as far as everything is in concern, I appreciate much of the people who have tangalized and to make sure that we are moving very, very fantastic at this kind of the moment. So I'm just leaving the village again, and it's the same pathway, and we're gonna be knowing much of the roads that are just cornering inside here, so you can just help each other. Whenever you see, oh, again, I saw you passing through that kind of a way, or we're gonna talk about, oh, I see somebody passing through that kind of a way. That will be so awesome and very fantastic at the spot right now. So, woo, awesome. So guys, I appreciate your moment, watching, keeping in locked, and this is the way forward. Kudos and everyone who has been locked, tuned in. This is the movement. Let's go make it happen.